So let's talk about the P90 magazine pouches. These type of pouches are made from the Emerson, let's say M4 magazine type of pouches. This can be a dual pouch or singular. Sometimes you see them also as a single M4 or AR pouch, but in the front like a pistol mag pouch. What model you choose is not really relevant for the design. You can use them, all three of them. Of course, when you have the dual pouch, you can put two P90 magazines in a stack of each other on your molly, so it's a little bit more economic. If you would put them normally inside of this pouch, it will go a lot of sideways, and it's not so nice to take it out because this magazines for, let's say, the AR magazines are a lot thinner than the P90 magazines, so they kinda are like stiff to get out. So that's why I made some inserts you can print and place them inside of the original pouch, and then you get a magazine pouch you can really easy insert. It's got some guidance to put it in the center, and it's really easy to get them out, but it's not easy to accidentally get out. But if you still want to have the elastic, of course you can still use the elastic and put it on the top of the P90 magazine. Then you have to flip that elastic off, and then you can take out the magazine. These P90 magazine pouches will work for airsoft or paintball. If you are talking about real P90 magazines, then you cannot really use them stacked, or you need to put the thing that sticks out where the rounds are getting out to, let's say, the opposite side for both magazines. Otherwise it will be touching. But for airsoft and P90 it is not really an issue how you place them in the magazine pouch. And yeah, since they got the same dimension, they will work both fine for airsoft players and paintball players. When you use it for like paintball, it's nice to put let's say the opening of the magazine towards you. That way the front is nice and protected against paint hitting it, and even though they're sticking a piece out here, it doesn't interfere and they are stacked in the magazine pouch. So that's my advice on it. Of course you can place it like this, but then somebody can shoot inside of here and on the door. It's kind of a vulnerable part, so it's better to protect it and go like this. It also looks a bit better. In regards to the airsoft, I think it's still best practice to do that, but at the same time it's really small. I think it's not really that much of an issue, but yeah. But I've already used them in fields. They're really nice to use. So in that regards, I really like it. That was for me personally just a way that I did so I could use the magazines on the field without having to buy new pouches and things like that. But I ended up really liking them, to be honest. And normally this, for at least for, let's say, with paintball use, I find them a little bit too, flimsy is not the right word, but they're a little bit, they don't hold their shape. So when you want to put them back, you kind of need some help with your other hand to kind of place them back in. So I like a different model more than this one. But for this one, because with the inserts it stays nice and open, the opening is a little bit smaller, so I think the fabric is less chance to go inside, so it gets in the way. So for this I really like it, and I like it a lot. In the sense that I don't really, if I really going to use the P90 platform as paintball on events, I probably will run it like this and not with some that I see with the Velcro, and I don't like Velcro pouches, they make noise. I like the idea that I can grab as well, take it out, place it in, and things like that. So yeah, now going to how to make it. You will print those inserts. There is one right side and left sides. Is it really the left and right side? I don't know, because in a sense, when you use a double pouch, you have to flip them around. But how to insert them? Of course, you need to undo the knot that's in the elastic at the back. Take this sliding part off, and then you have to kind of keep track of how the elastic is going around to the mole and to the pieces. Maybe you take a picture of it if you only have one model that you cannot reference back from another one, and then just take a look how to insert them. I will now show a close-up of this pouch, and you can see how it's meant to be done. So if you got the single stack, the single magazine pouch, or the one with the pistol, you place the loops to the back towards you. With the dual stack, it's still the same way you do it, but then you have the other side that's more on the outside. You will reverse it, so this separated piece will never have the loop of the P90 thing sticking right here. This is just because you can you can push the fabric more to the outside, of course, and to push that all the way in between here, that's not possible because it's stapled in place, or how do you call it. So that's the way how you do it, and it's just a matter to put the elastic to the loops, and that's really all you need to do. And then it's just a matter of finding the right tension. If you can see, I still got quite some elastic left, so you could say it's quite tight, but because the way the spacers are, it's quite tight, but it's not gripping too much, in the sense that it's too hard to insert it or outsert the magazine, because of that already pushed the pouch wider. That's pretty much it. I think I already talked way too long about this part, I think, like I usually do. But I hope you can see in the demonstration that I think the magazines are really easy to do. You don't even really have to look what you are doing. Yeah, they are really easy to grab and stick back, and that's what I really like about the pouches. So you don't have to necessarily rely on a dumb pouch and things like that. Are they the most economic thing in the world? You will waste 2 mole rows to install like a P90 magazine. So yeah, there's probably, if you would do them, you would make a pouch that are like this, and then use the mole. You probably only have to use 3 rows, and that would be more economic. Of course, if you would stack them like this, like you basically do with the P90 with the TPX magazines in some pouches, it will be a lot more economic on your mole, but at the same time this works, and it kind of looks nice because it looks like something you can just buy, but that little thing you print and you barely see. You barely can see that you have 3D printed. It looks like an official thing, but still it's customized to work with the magazines. Not like a 3D printed plastic thing you have hanging on your belt and things like that. So that's something I really like about this product. This can be just downloaded for free at Thingiverse, so you can find the link of this below.